Well, good evening, friends, and welcome. This is Lisa Maynard with Stampin' Trails, and welcome to Kit Crush Wednesday. I'm so excited you're here. It is super warm today in Billings. It got to be 107, I think. So very, very hot. I hope everyone's staying cool, staying inside, air conditioning, and just trying to keep hydrated. So I'm going to wait a couple seconds to see if people can find us and jump on. So we're going to be looking at the Paper Pumpkin July kit this evening, and it is painted petals, and it is absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I cannot wait to turn this camera in and show you. So just waiting a couple more minutes to give people a chance to find us here. I am live on Facebook, on my Facebook business page every Wednesday evening at 7, and also over on YouTube, on my YouTube channel at Stampin' Trails. So it looks like we have a few people logged on. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this camera around, and we are going to get started on looking at this awesome paper pumpkin kit. This kit is called Painted Petals, and it is the July kit. And if you've tuned in, let me know you're here. I always like to know when people are on, but this is the Painted Petals kit, and it is amazing. I put these together last night, and look at how spectacular these cards are. And look at the envelopes. They're just wonderful. They're absolutely amazing. Now, this is one of them, and I layered them on here. I'm going to set them out of the way a little bit. Then we have one with the daisies and the envelopes and the sentiment. It's all popped up with some really pretty iridescent sequins. There's another one. Oh, yay, Vanita, she's back. She's back. She's been not able to be with me live for a couple weeks. So she's back, and we're so excited. Thank you so much for joining in. And then we have this one. It looks like a poppy and in a beautiful orange color. And look at the envelopes. They're just amazing. We've also got the iridescent sequins on those. So I'm going to show you how to put these together tonight, friends. And this is a great kit. By the way, there is a sale going on for the paper pumpkin. I'm going to bring this in just a little bit because there's a glare there. Yesterday was supposed to be free shipping. And apparently there was a lot of glitches with the internet yesterday and Stampin' Up. So they continued free shipping to today. So if you order $75 before taxes, which we don't have any taxes in Montana, anything over $75, free shipping. So just keep that in mind. Also, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, up to 75% off any Paper Pumpkin extra kits, refills, additional add-ons, all those sorts of things. So if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, that sale is for you. And if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can sign up, and then you can get access to all those add-ons and sales and all of those things. So think about it. A 3-month subscription for Paper Pumpkin is $71. You get free shipping on that. That comes with it. Then I believe you add another little something on to your order, you're going to get free shipping. So just think about that, friends. Okay, enough about that. We're going to jump in. Paper Pumpkin, Painted Petals. Here we go. There's not a lot to show you because there's 3 cards of 3 designs, but I wanted to open the box up like we usually do. So we've got our stamp set, and I'm going to show you how to put one of these on the block using the glass mat. So that's why we're using the glass mat tonight. I've got my block in here. It's a little bit different block than comes with the kits. We've got our stamp spot. It's gray granite. It's a wonderful, wonderful color. Our instructions, as always, they are, for this kit, I did use them, and I would suggest you do the same. They're not complicated, but it just does help a little bit. And then we have our our little strips of, it's tear and tape, but it's in little strips this time. So that was very useful instead of providing a bunch of tear and tape we don't need. Our iridescent sequins, and as always, our little tiny Stampin' Dimensionals, and we're going to use those. So you've seen the envelopes, you've seen the base cards, you've seen all the parts and pieces. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in our first card, and we are going to put this together. So here we go. This is our base layer, our base card right there. We're going to go ahead and fold this over just like that, and we're going to burnish it with our bone folder and make it nice and flat. I love this glass mat because it's a great stamping surface. You're getting a little glare off of it tonight, but it has all the grid lines in it. It's wonderful for any projects. It's glass. I've had no issues with it, and it's a great surface to stamp on. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to bring in our stamp for this one, and it is the Friends Like You Make Life Beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that out of here, and I'm going to show you how I use the grid lines on the glass mat to get this on our block. So I'm going to go ahead, and hopefully my head is not in the camera. I'm going to use these lines like I usually do just on the grid paper, and I'm going to line that up just like so. Then I'm going to come in here with my block, and I'm going to line that up like I would like, and I'm going to push down, and it's going to lift right off of there. And it's good because it will stick on here until you get this lined up. So then it's not going to move on you. So that's how we use that. Now let's turn this around. The sentiment pieces are all different shapes this month, so which was very, very cool. So we're going to stamp this first one. I've already stamped the others, so we don't waste a bunch of time and your valuable time. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to this time go from my stamp into my ink. I'm going to ink this up very well here. And these sentiments that come with this are absolutely, they're great. They could be used for any occasion that you're thinking of, all occasion cards for sure. Okay, we're going to line that up a little bit, get that straight on my glass mat, come in here with my stamp, and I'm going to line that up, and it goes right in the center. Hopefully I got that inked up well enough. We're going to give it a little press and let that ink sink into the paper. And there we go. Friends Like You Make Life Beautiful. I could have inked that up a little bit more. It's fine. It's handmade, right? I'm going to set this aside so I don't stick my fingers in it. There you go. There's also a flower image on here and some random little lines, which you could do so many things with. Okay. Isn't this just, it's like a watercolor type background. And then we've got our elements right here. So we're going to put this down first. And what I have is the little strip of tear and tape on the back of it. So it came in strips. So let me actually show you really quickly. I'm not going to add another piece, but when you're taking the tear and tape off of this piece, you're going to want to get underneath it, because if you just take the top off, you're going to, and now I'm not going to be able to do it tonight because I did it last night by accident, but it's just going to kind of tear like that. What happened last night, maybe stick that over here, and I'm going to try and get it to do it. I came in to lift this up. It's not going to do it for me. I don't think it, nope, it's not going to do it. What happened last night is I went in to lift this up, and the backing came off of the tear and tape, and it stayed on the little piece of acetate. So just be careful when you're lifting that up. Of course, I'm trying to show you that that's what happened last night, and everything's working today. So of course it is. So let's take the backing off of that, and we're going to come in here, and we're going to go down towards the bottom and a little to the right of the edge, just about like so. I want it about right there. And I'm just going to set that down just like that. Now, I've already put my Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this. So, and they're little ones. So sometimes the backing doesn't come off very easily. Um, so we're going to work to get those off of there. And sometimes it sticks. All right, we're going to work to get those off of there. And then we're going to place this on our card. And I was gluing things earlier, so I must have glue still on my hands. So we're going to come in here with this. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, a tickle in my throat. We're going to come in here and we're going to offset this a little bit with our green piece that we put down. Try to make that straight. So we have some of that green showing through, some of it below the border, and a little off to the left of our frame in there. We're just going to lightly set that down just like so. Now I'm going to come in, and this is in your instructions, with a mini glue dot, just like this. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to lift. It's kind of tricky. I'm going to lift this part up a little bit, and I'm going to stick a Stampin' Dimensional. I'm going to stick a Stampin' Dimensional right in there. Right there. If you can see that. Right there. So I've got it underneath the leaf and beside the frame, and I'm going to take the backing off of that because we're going to put our sentiment down. I'm going to take the backing off of that, and I'm also going to put a Stampin' Dimensional over here on this part of the sentiment, so it'll hold that up, because when we flip it over, remember, opposite. So we're going to put that there. We're going to take the backing off, and now I've got two Stampin' Dimensionals that is going to hold this sentiment up. So one right there, one on this side, and I'm going to come in right about here, just like that, about like so, and push that down. Just give it a nice little press. And there we have that card so far. Isn't that beautiful? It's just gorgeous. I love it. Now, to finish that off, let's come in with our iridescent sequins. I love these. They're real. We seem to be into iridescent a lot lately, but that's okay. I really like these. I'm going to use 3 of those and put those right here, just like this. And a big one right, whoops, didn't get that, right about right there to finish that card off. And it just adds that little bit of bling and just makes it super, super pretty. I love this kit. The cards are so gorgeous, and they could be used for any occasion, birthdays, just friendship, celebrating any type of occasion. So there's one. Let's move on to the poppies. And again, beautiful, beautiful base card here and gorgeous layers. So again, I've got the strip on here, did my glue dots, or not my glue dots, my Stampin' Dimensionals on that. Let's go ahead and fold this over and burnish this just like so. Make this nice and flat. The nice surprise about these also are the envelopes. They're so pretty. I just love the envelopes. Okay, we're going to do this a little bit the same. It's going to this strip, our layering piece here. We're going to take the backing off of that, just like so. And we're going to come in over here to the left of the image again and put it right about right in there. So just like that. Now, bringing in our true star of the piece is this. So got my Stampin' Dimensionals on there again. Gonna go ahead and take the backings off of those. I like to prep these ahead of time so that you don't have to continually watch me put stamping dimensionals on things, because it's really not necessary. So let's go ahead and get those off just like so. Gonna bring this piece in, and we're going to place it, we're going to offset it. We're going to place it right about here. So we want that watercolor, like that image in the back, to play off of this just a bit. So just like that, it like creates a shadow or reflection type sort of image. And I really like how that turned out. So let's go ahead and take our sentiment. Let's celebrate you. I've got a Stampin' Dimensional on there. And again, we're going to put one on our card, and we're going to put it right in here between the frame and that first little stem. If you can see that, the first little stem of that flower right there. So I'm going to take the backing off of this and the backing off of this one. Man, those do not want to come off. And I just, sometimes I got to push that down a little bit to get your dimensional to stick to the card base. All right, flip this over and we want to come in a little off the center. We want to come off the side here, down a little bit. See how that looks before I set it completely down. And I like how that looks right there. There we go. Let's celebrate you. Adding our final touches with the iridescent sequins. One here and one here. Let's put one right there. And let's go ahead and put one right there. And there we go. There's our second card. Let's celebrate you. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I can't tell you enough about how wonderful these cards are. And they're even prettier in person. If you can imagine, they're just absolutely gorgeous. So going ahead, burnishing our cardstock one more time. Excuse me, another tickle. Oh my gosh. Burnishing this. This looks like, I'm not really sure what flower this would be. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not even going to venture a guess. That looks like a poppy, daisy. Not quite sure. Pink. It's very pretty. Going to come in again, taking the backing off of this layering piece, this pink layering piece. And this time we're going to go to the right on our card base. And we're going to go right in here. About right like that. We don't want it to be clear over to the edge, but a little bit closer to the edge, right like so. That looks great. Now, again, Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this. We're going to take this off just like so. And we're going to add this to the card. This kit will probably sell out if it comes back in stock to be ordered. I have a feeling the refills are going to go quickly on this one because it's gorgeous. All right, that looks pretty good. We're going to push that down just like that. It's unavailable to order right now because you had to put your order in before July 10th. So just so you know, you want to get, if you're thinking about Paper Pumpkin, go ahead and sign up. If you think that you're not going to want a kit, you can skip a month or 2 or 3. But I can always try and get kits for people if they are interested. Some demos order extras, so that's always a possibility. So if you're just in love with this kit and you think that you're going to need to have this, then let me know when I can look for you. Let's go ahead and put that right about there, just like that. And there we go. We have that card made just like that. Thanks, Donna. I love these too. And because your purchase went through, you got all your financial stuff all figured out, you will get this kit. It'll be coming to your door. It's amazing. And I have a feeling that the refills on this, when they're released, they're going to go quickly. I love these cards too. They're just gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. All right. One there, and one right. That I put that up. I'm going to put it down here. I'm going to put that outside that frame a little bit. And there we go. There is our third card with all of the sequins on it. It's just gorgeous. I want to bring back in, just to show you again, I'm going to bring these all back in because there's, I've already made them. But look at these envelopes. They're just stunning. They just add so much to the cards. I really, really, really like this kit. And I'm also excited for the August one because it's a birthday kit. So those are our cards for tonight, friends. I hope you enjoyed this. I love, love, love this. And So I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to sign off, but I wanted to tell you a couple things before I sign off. Okay, so a couple things. I got today a sneak peek at the mini catalog that comes out in September. I believe it's September to January. So as a demo, I get to see that first. And you're going to love some of the stuff in there. Plus, there's some really cool new kits coming. So they're not Paper Pumpkin, but they're kits you can order through Stampin' Up, through me as your demo. So I can't wait till those come. There's Halloween, there's Christmas, there's some other ones, not just cards, but some projects and everything like that too. So stay tuned for that. As always, thank you so much for tuning in for my live. I appreciate you all so much. Without you, I wouldn't be doing this. And again, I really, really appreciate it. If you want to subscribe, if you want to watch on YouTube, I have a YouTube channel, YouTube at Stamping Trails. You can watch the rerun or the replays there. You can watch it on Facebook. Share this with your friends. Let everyone know. Don't forget that sale is still going tonight. Anything over $75 free shipping. And then through tomorrow, up to 75% off any past Paper Pumpkin kits, refills, and add-ons like the dies and those sorts of things. So with that, have a wonderful evening, friends. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Bye.